Hey there everybody, Mario Fan 110 here, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about the new portable, so to speak, that Nintendo has announced today actually. That's right, today. August 29th, right? So yeah, apparently Nintendo has announced that there is going to be, another variant of the Nintendo 3DS. Now, if you ask me about this, this was not a surprise whatsoever. It really isn't, alright? A little backstory for you before I really get into this new design. Nintendo has been making a portable, and in general, systems since 2009. And a couple years ago, I was already pretty pissed at it. I'll be honest. With the Nintendo DSi in 2009, with the Nintendo DSi XL in 2010, and with the Nintendo 3DS in 2011, I thought to myself, okay, Nintendo needs to just, hold on. Calm down a little bit, alright? And then came the announcement with the Nintendo 3DS XL. Everybody was pissed off. I was a little upset at least, but all of us made a big deal about it. It's a great system. But then, the Nintendo 2DS was announced the year after. And then, once again, a Nintendo Portable 2013. For 5 years straight, they have been making systems. So by then, obviously, I said I was mad. But then at that point, specifically, I'm just like, Nintendo, fucking stop. Just stop. Stop with releasing a system every single year. Especially I was pissed off extra, because the 2DS was literally a contradiction in itself. But here's the thing. I'm not mad about this system at all. So, let's get into it. Fucking 2.5 minutes later, shall we? Yeah, I'm good at rambling. As you can see, different faceplates are going on it. It's going on the top of the screen, and it's also going on the bottom of the screen. Well, okay, not screen. But it's going on the top and bottom of the system. This is the first thing that I saw. And, I at least thought it was, definitely a neat idea. Customization is always an awesome thing, It makes your whatever, talking about a game, talking about design of a system, it's always different for each individual. And it makes each person unique. So that's what I think will be awesome about this system. Albeit, it's a very, very small update. But you gotta admit, it is at least cool nonetheless. Because, these are the faceplates that we're seeing right now. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more, like based on some new games that may come out for the system. Stuff like that. So, that's a neat idea. I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of cool. But, at first I assumed that was it. But I'm like, no. As time went on, I'm like, no. Like there has to be something else to this system. And there definitely was. There's at least a couple more improvements to it. Improvements to it. I'm not Stitch. This ain't Disney. This is another company entirely. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is apparently the improved 3D. The viewing angle, like the parallax barrier, for people who, are technical. But for people who aren't that technical, long story short, you have to look at the 3DS properly, and if you look at it and it's off screen a bit, like you turn the 3DS, the 3D image gets messed up. That kind of thing. Apparently they made it so that the cameras and the gyro sensor, both implemented, can actually track where your face is, so you can always get the best viewing angle each and every time. So something inside of it apparently adjusts. We don't have to get another system this year. Thank God, it's finally gonna break the freaking, like, it's gonna break the streak. Thank freaking goodness. You have no idea how much, like, how good it feels to actually know that we're waiting a while for a Nintendo portable system. Thank God. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is this second circle pad nub thing. Now, as we all know, a lot of people have been wanting a second circle pad. You know, we have that peripheral, of course, but to some people, it just wasn't enough. You know, people wanted to actually have it built into the system, or should I say, built onto the system. Well, looks like we're finally getting our wish. But in order not to get in the way too much, it's a small nub of some sort. So I guess it's just going to feel like a really constricted analog stick or a circle pad. But in a way, I kind of feel like I know how it feels. Like, I know what it's like. You ever get that feeling? That's what I feel with this. And it actually feels pretty great. It does feel pretty good. So, for people who've been wanting that kind of support, you're finally going to be getting it on this system. So, you know, so far, this system isn't looking too bad, you know? I guess with Nintendo 3DS XL, I thought it was going to be bad, and then it's not. And then Nintendo 2DS being, well, all bad. And then just overall, 5 straight years of this. You know, it's hard not to assume that this is going to be crap as well. It's, you know, it's just, you gotta understand my point of view. But no, it's far from it. It's actually not a bad system whatsoever. Especially comparing to 2DS. Oh my god, it is a godsend compared to that crap. I'm a Nintendo collector and I'm not getting that. That speaks volumes. It turns out that the bottom of the screen, or yeah, a better way to put it is the bottom screen, it's going to be having near-field communication added to it. So it's going to support the Amiibo figures, going to be, you know, that are going to be releasing for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U later this year. And, you know, I guess the 3DS version now, because, oh my gosh, new Nintendo 3DS and it supports Amiibo. So I guess that definitely changes things. We didn't think that it'd be available for 3DS later this year. But, or, no, the game is going to be available, like, September 13th in Japan, so obviously we're going to be expecting the game later this year. But we didn't expect a new method of getting Amiibos to work. Like, at first you know, hey guys, you have to wait for a peripheral for 3DS for it to work. Nope, looks like we have a new method of doing it. Just putting the figures right onto the bottom screen. So, you know, with this new system announcement, it's a new variation of getting these figures to work. So, I definitely appreciate that. They're going to be having this new system, or you choose to buy the peripheral for the figures as well. So, you got a choice. And it's obviously a cheaper choice to get the peripheral, not just a brand new system, right? So, that's actually a really good idea for Nintendo. I like it. My passion is definitely for Nintendo. So I can say, because of that, I can definitely say without a doubt that that is a very good idea. And this system as a whole is definitely a great idea. I don't mind it. Do I love this system? Like, love it? Not exactly. But it's a huge step up from the Nintendo 2DS. Huge step up. This is the reason why I'm not mad at all. I am totally fine if this actually came out this year, even though I hate a system every year. This would be the one exception, because this is for hardcore gamers right here, in my opinion. Like, this is amazing. And then that stick is called the CStick. It's like, you know, GameCube, right? And the colors of the buttons, the face of the system. It's like Super Nintendo or Nintendo GameCube colors, which is amazing. It's a GameCube reference, but then again, they're showing, you know, they're doing GameCube controllers for Super Smash Brothers, so might as well do that. And the part where I mentioned the CPU, not only does it benefit faster downloads and going on the browser, apparently it's so good that some games will play on this system that aren't able to be played on the current systems right now. So it's like almost like a whole new system. Like, this is amazing. Like, this 3DS can have its own software lineup of games. Like, that's actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. You know, not to mention, you know, like the placement of the stylus and the SD card, and, you know, that stuff is located on the bottom screen's like edge, which is kind of weird. This is the first time that a Nintendo Portable has had the stylus in this place. So it's going to be a bit hard to get used to, but once again, it doesn't take long. So honestly, I am very, very impressed with this new 3DS. To be honest, I thought it was just going to be a rehash, you know, and, you know, like releasing in the, you know, next year, the following year, right? But no, this exceeded my expectations 100%. I am getting this system in 2015 when it comes out. Like, there is so much. 2015 is going to be one of the best years for Nintendo in history. So many games for Wii U. And this 3DS is going to be fucking amazing. I cannot wait for 2015. For, like, you know, everything that it has to offer. And, like, everything. And that's like, not even counting 2015's E3. Showing stuff for holiday of that year. So, I'm excited. I'm not mad whatsoever. Nintendo, you have definitely impressed me with this new 3DS, and has both the normal and the XL model. Can't wait. This is going to be fucking amazing. I cannot wait for this system so much. The customizable faceplates, a second circle pad of sorts being built onto the system, so you finally got your wish for that. It's going to be having improved stereoscopic 3D, and you know, it's the bottom screen, aka the touch screen, is going to have near field communication. So definitely a great step up, Nintendo. You're doing really good. And also, as an improvement as well, if that wasn't enough, it's like, oh, you still have, you know, you still have 2014 to have another portable system continuing the streak. Nope, it's coming out in 2015. Oh man, so many great things all around. Downloading games off the eShop is going to be improved, like the speed's going to be much improved. And you're also going to be able to go on the browser much more quickly as well. So, you know, that's just another great point on top of all the other great points. I may actually pick this system up, importing or not. Which I guess would be a contradiction, because I said I didn't want it every single year. And the Japanese version is this year. So yeah, I guess that's kind of a hypocritical statement I made, huh? But anyways, I'm gonna wait until 2015 actually. Screw what I said. You know, I'm gonna be, I think I'm gonna be picking this one up next year. I think so. Plus, I already have a Japanese system. I'm gonna be buying Super Smash Brothers for 3DS, Japanese version, on September 13th. Because remember, I have that Pikachu Nintendo 3DS. That's a Japanese import. And yeah, gonna be buying Super Smash Brothers in a few weeks. So, can't wait. Tell me your thoughts on the new design. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Send off a comment below and tell me what you think. See you guys later.